Obviously, Chris is like...
Yeah, I was like, finally got some good bumper music.
The whole headbanging thing.
So it was more of a nod.
Okay.
Less of a
head
bang.
nod.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, what is this? Should I even ask? Do I care?
A little Eazy-E.
Eazy-E?
Boys in the Hood.
Eazy-E. All right.
You know, because he's Easy C.
Okay.
Can I be Easy D?
Okay, guys.
Hey, I got called a windbag today.
Let's just get back to Journey.
For me to ride you like you've never been ridden.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, you got called a windbag.
I did.
And then I get a text from Murphy. And Murphy, did you see the text from Murphy?
No.
Murphy says, Dan gets called names, so he compares himself to Rush Limbaugh. I need you to bring this up during the crisscross handoff.
I was very careful not to say that I'm Rush Limbaugh. Yet.
Damn straight we did.
At some point, I hope to become Rush Limbaugh. I've only been doing this many, many years. I think I've tapped out on how good I'm going to be.
I feel like you've peaked.
I peaked. Thank you.
I don't know. It didn't offend me the way I think it offended Murphy.
You know what, Murphy? I did not see that text. Was it to all? Yeah, it is. All right, there you go.
Oh, he put it in the group text.
Yeah, I was sending memes. I sent the meme that you sent about the Minnesotans and how they deal with the police authorities to the guys, and then Matt Murphy chimed in about the El Rushbo stuff.
All right, very good. Hey, listen, whatever.
I'm sure we'll hear about it around 3 o'clock.
Did you see his house?
His house is really nice.
Holy mackerel.
Congratulations,
Murphy.
I know.
I'm really happy.
Yeah, it looks like a big estate, not just a house.
It's the Murphy estate is
Correct.
what it is.
Murph Mansion.
Listen, if I get kicked out of my house for saying that my wife sounds like she's been smoking a big old pack of Pall Malls because of that post-flu cough, you didn't hear that. Okay. Matt, just so you know that you've got like an entire downstairs I can occupy. So when Amy finally kicks me out, I'm coming to wherever he lives.
Mount Pleasant. He's going to be the mayor of Mount Pleasant.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, the mayor of Mount Pleasant. Very good.
I'm under the impression that they're gonna need to do some homesteading there on the Murphy Ranch. They're gonna need some chickens. They're gonna need some goats. They need to step it up.
I don't know. Is Murphy Show the homesteading kind of guy?
I feel like Erica would do chickens, right?
Well,
Am I wrong for thinking
chickens, you got to cut their heads off and eat them, unless you're talking about...
Not necessarily. You could just keep them for the eggs.
You could, but what happens if the chicken doesn't lay eggs? Then you got to kill them, right?
Got it.
Otherwise, what good are they? All they do then is just... Buck.
That's all they do?
Hey, I noticed something. Whatever.
Okay. What did you notice?
Okay, this is... make sure my audio's up. This is... Jay, you sent this to me. This is Tom Tillis.
Correct. Republican Senator, North Carolina.
All right. Listen to the outgoing, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Turning around and making insane comments about how it is our right to have territory owned by the Kingdom of Denmark. Folks, amateur hour is over.
That's Tom Tillis.
Yeah, and screw Denmark for the record.
Yeah. It is so uncanny how he sounds exactly like, at the time, another outgoing senator, Bob Corker.
But no. Gosh, we might poke the bear, is the language I've been hearing in the hallways. We might poke the bear. The president might get upset with us.
It's uncanny how they sound exactly. Is it just me?
Yeah, I agree. And to me, that guy sounds like Barney Fife.
You know, they all sound like rhinos, don't they? Listen again. I'm going to play them both back to back.
Turning around and making insane comments about how it is our right to have territory owned by the Kingdom of Denmark. Folks, amateur hour is over.
But no. Gosh, we might poke the bear, is the language I've been hearing in the hallways. We might poke the bear. The president might get upset with us.
Clones confirmed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All those rhinos sound alike. What it is.
Now do Lindsey Graham. He probably sounds pretty similar, too.
He probably does, matter of fact.
Probably a little bit more effeminate.
I thought that would be a better bit. I guess not. I heard what you said.
What?
He'd probably sound more effeminate.
Lindsey Graham?
Lindsey Graham?
Lindsey Graham has that accent where you're like, are you Are you gay or just really Southern?
Well, having lived in South Carolina, matter of fact, living very close to where Lindsey Graham lived. Anyway, the big rumor down there is that he is, in fact, a little light in the loafers. He's never married. So not that that's necessarily a
Jay, just so we're clear,
but,
you could say gay.
Okay, well.
Chris says it all the time.
He has an affinity for skipping.
Oh, my goodness.
He doesn't like the ladies.
He likes war, though.
He does like war.
He likes bombing stuff.
He likes those missiles.
He
Lindsey
does.
Graham likes those missiles.
He loves those missiles.
They're a little phallic.
Why do you guys always do this? I always feel like I'm about to get in
You're
trouble.
the one that brought up the missiles exploding.
Spare me.
Yeah, yesterday it was Chicago where we went off in the ditch on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Sam sent me something as well.
Couple things.
Do you have that queued up, Sam?
So I've got the Representative Gill audio.
Brandon Gill.
Yeah, absolutely lays in about the misuse of federal funds in Minnesota.
Brandon Gill's pretty based.
He is. He is turned into one of my favorite non-Tennessee congressmen.
So is it just me, or when somebody kind of feels like they pop out of nowhere and you really like them, it just makes you immediately suspicious of them?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Immediately. If I feel like if you come out of nowhere and then you're saying base things, I'm like, okay, a little too good to be true.
Are you hitching onto the bandwagon?
Well, I did a dig on him.
Well, Brandon Gill's been around a while.
Yeah, and he actually did a lot of conservative stuff and ran conservative papers in college and started a conservative media company. And you know who he's married to?
Who?
Dinesh D'Souza's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Danielle D'Souza.
Colonialism strikes again.
Jeez.
Okay, go ahead and play that Brandon Gill audio, would you?
Let me ask you, does large-scale Somali immigration make Minnesota stronger or weaker?
Certainly stronger.
Certainly stronger. Do you know what percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on food stamps?
No.
54%. Do you know what that number is for native Minnesota-headed households?
Well, to be clear, a majority of the...
It's 7%. There's a big difference between 54% and 7%, is there not?
Excuse me, sir. Could I answer the question?
Let me move on. We've got a lot of questions here. What percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on Medicaid?
I don't know.
It's 73%. Do you know what that number is for Minnesota native households?
Again, you're using the phrase Minnesota native households, but the majority...
The number is 18%. That's quite an astounding difference. I think we would agree.
Can I answer the question, please?
Let me ask you one more, and then we can go on to that. What percentage of Somali-headed households are on welfare in general?
I don't know.
It's 81%. What about, let me just ask you, after 10 years of being in the United States, what percentage of Somali immigrant households continue to be on welfare?
I don't know.
The number is 78%. So even after 10 years, 78% of Somali immigrant households continue to be on welfare. Do you know what that number is for native Minnesota-headed households?
Again, you're using
non-Somali immigrant-headed households.
If I can just answer the question, when you're using the phrase native Minnesotans, the majority of Somali Minnesotans are as Minnesotan as any of us. They were born in the United States. It's only 8,000 of the 108,000 Somalis.
And nevertheless, the welfare usage is astoundingly different. Let me ask you again, does that make Minnesota stronger or weaker?
Again, I'd like the opportunity to answer the question here.
All right, so
he can't
who was he talking to? Who was that guy? Do you know?
I do not. That was at the hearings yesterday.
Yeah, it was at the hearings yesterday, which I haven't even gotten to. So if you've got audio on that, that'd be great.
I have not had an opportunity to dig in. I was playing some of it yesterday as it was happening live, but then all of a sudden the breaking news completely took over. But they're all doing this. They're all saying that the Somalis built everything and we'd have nothing without the Somalis, even though they have a 67 IQ on average, even though about 80% of them are on some form of social program. I heard your interview that you had a little while ago with Fahey, and he nailed it. He's like, the quality of life goes through the roof if you come from Somalia and you come here and you get on government welfare.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why would you want to get off? But even crazier was the mayor of Boston. I just DM'd this to you on X. The mayor of Boston, this was like right before Christmas, so it kind of went unnoticed.
Okay.
Michelle Wu, the same mayor who did the whites only Christmas, no whites allowed Christmas party in Boston.
Oh yeah,
the Asian mayor of Boston said that Somalis built the city of Boston.
They did.
They built it.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's hear this. I've got it queued up real quick, and here we go in 3, 2, 1.
You cannot talk about any achievement that the city of Boston has had in safety, jobs, and economic development, in education, without talking about the Somali community that has lifted our city up.
I wonder how the Irish would feel about that statement.
Well, I went back. I actually did some history, and there was a lot of Somalis during the Boston Tea Party that were very upset that the British were taxing the tea. They built it from the ground up.
From the ground up.
We're proud, and we are grateful for our Somali community and for our Somali American neighbors. Boston and the country are clear that hate has no place in our society.
Is it okay if we hate the fraud?
Yeah.
Like, is it okay with the left if we actually hate the fraud that comes with all this?
Is it okay if we hate the fact that people come to America and refuse to assimilate to the American way of life?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a friend. We have a friend who they worked in Minnesota for quite a while. They ran a company there, and they hired a Somali. And this is just to show that like the assimilation isn't happening. It's an anecdotal story, but they had a Somali employee, and they had to get HR involved because the Somali employee apparently culturally they don't use toilet paper. They use their hand and they wipe it on the wall. And I was talking I was talking to this guy.
Sam, I want to fact check now.
Fact check it. I was talking to this guy yesterday. And he said it got so bad that they had to get HR involved. And it's a cultural thing.
I just typed in, do Somalis not use? And the next word that Google Auto put up there was toilet paper.
All right. Is it true? Fact check it. Because I can't believe that.
Somalis, like many people in Muslim-majority regions, often use water for cleansing after using the toilet, a practice supported by Islamic tradition.
So, well...
Saving a lot of money.
Saving the trees.
You know what? 2-ply is pretty expensive these days.
Oh, what places are getting 2-ply, pray tell?
Not ours. Everybody's laughing.
So your nose isn't the only thing that's red when you leave here?
It's like
that's a nasty one.
We're the home of 1-ply here at Cumulus Broadcasting. Anyway, yeah, people were making fun of my red nose. Did you know that I had a red nose?
No, it doesn't look that red to me.
Somebody actually now has told me that I probably have like nose skin cancer because I have a red nose. Amy said the other day, she actually said this. She said that I looked good on camera because my nose wasn't as red as it usually is.
What?
That's what she said. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
And then you're getting medical diagnoses via the text line?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all morning.
And then somebody on the super text line said something about my red nose. And I'm like, guys, why didn't you tell me I had a red nose? I've gone 58 years old. I never knew that I had a red nose.
I don't know.
Do you know who else had a red nose? Rush Limbaugh. I'm totally kidding. By the way, people are saying Matt should call, and Matt obviously knows that I wasn't comparing myself to Rush Limbaugh. But I want to say though, thank you to the super text line for reminding me about 75 times I'm the Rush Limbaugh. Thank you for all of that. I very much appreciate it.
El Danbo.
El Danbo. Easy E, Easy D is what I am.
Yep.
Easy D.
Easy D.
Or Dizzy D. There's that too.
That's a nasty one. That's nasty.
So Murphy could call his home Murphy Manor.
He could.
I don't know if he is, but if there's his home looks a lot more like a manor than like mine.
Murphy-Lago.
Murphy-Lago. That's it. That's the
Absolute
winner right there.
Brilliance.
That is so good. That is good.
Thank you.
Joan would have never come up with something like that.
That's good. All right, very good. What do we got coming up?
Well, we're going to talk about the incident that happened in Minneapolis yesterday. We'll talk about the reaction from the left. We'll talk about conservatives keeping their heads screwed on straight and going, what are you guys talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about what happens next. Are we staring down the barrel of a winter of love? Certainly seems that way.
You got all the, where I did this earlier, got a bunch of these activist groups that are headed towards Minnesota.
Incoming.
And you know what? They're professional agitators. They're professional. It's like they're picket signs. You know, they're like easel boards. And just it's like, pro-Palestine or anti-ICE, whatever it is. Like whatever their grievance is of the day.
Fascism with an X through it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You know, there's a vigil today at outside of DHS in Nashville.
I heard that.
And then I've heard on Reddit that there might be a protest tonight at Centennial Park.
Of all places to protest.
That's where I would always protest.
Go disturb the homeless people.
That's where the is that where I got married? Centennial Park? Is that where the Parthenon is?
I wasn't there.
Yes, that's where the Parthenon is.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You got married at the Parthenon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
It's pretty cool.
It was classic. So, talk about the homeless people. So,
were they your ushers?
We were getting ready to get married, and there's like a homeless guy there.
They said we don't have a ring bearer, so you went full Happy Gilmore and went and grabbed one of the guys outside.
I said to my wedding planner, the best wedding planner ever, and I said, we got to do something about the homeless person. Because literally the homeless person was where Amy and I were going to stand to get married. And
you should have left him. It would have been way funnier.
Yeah, great wedding photos.
That's what I said to Amy. I said, you've got to see the humor in this. And she clearly did not. So I didn't say that again. Anyway, so he eventually... I think my wedding planner may have given him like $10 to move.
How awesome would it have been though if like you guys are standing there, you're staring at each other lovingly, and then like the lower third of the picture, there's a guy just laying down,
laying there, newspapers as a blanket and the whole thing.